Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's comic book review. And the next comic book on our list, sadly, to begin this review, is a reject. The Amazing Spider-Man presents Jackpot. I don't know why I bought this. I saw Spider-Man on the cover. I thought he'd be in more than 3 pages. Boy, was I wrong. This comic bored the shit out of me. I don't even think I'm getting the next 2 parts. It's all, the title says it all. It's all about the new Jackpot. You expect to see Spider-Man because it is a title that's stringing off of him, and you don't. Is it a disappointment? No, because you're getting to learn about a new character. But for me, not worth my time. And that's really all I have to say about that.
Same thing here.
Yeah. Okay, now, Superman, World of New Krypton, number 11, Diamond number 22. Thank you, God. 1 more part. But I'm not happy anymore, because the series that's going to follow this is the War of the Supermen. And that is going to bomb worse than this is. Maybe. I might like the ending when New Krypton is gone. It's basically going to be New Krypton versus Earth. And everything's going to go topsy-turvy in the Superman universe. Whenever a comic company says they're going to spotlight a superhero, you know that's a good thing as well as a bad thing. Because now that Superman's going to be very big in 2010, you know they're going to start changing everything around. So far, Secret Origins has been awesome. Don't get me wrong, I'm really enjoying Superman Secret Origins, the retelling of his background for like the 7th or 8th time already. But when I started comic book collecting, I strictly only collected Superman. And to see the way he's been treated over the past, it's part 11, the past 12 or 13 months since this whole New Krypton bullshit is ridiculous. And now they're going into the War of the Supermen, and that's going to probably be another 10, no, maybe not 10 parts, maybe about 6 months worth of comics. It's just, I want to see Superman back to the way it was before. And it's just ridiculous how this whole bullshit. In this comic, basically, in the end, I'm going to give you the ending. The whole comic was really pointless. They're still trying to find out who was committing all the crimes. And it turned out to be this guy that worked in the guild, the labor guild. And as Superman finds this guy, he gives himself up. And he says he has a friend. And 2 to 1, the friend is an Earthling or Sam Lane or something, but beside the point, it's so obvious. But beside the point, in the end, basically Zod is back to full health. He becomes general again, and Superman gets demoted. And basically, in the last page, they all have their guns pointed at Superman, the guy that was killing everyone, and Adam Strange, and that's where they leave it off. The grand finale is next. Probably Superman's going to get excommunicated from New Krypton, or they're going to go to war with Earth, and Superman, of course, is going to be caught in the middle, and it's going to be a whole bullshit line that's going to take about a good year to come back from. And I'm very upset because Superman is like the only comic book that I always collect, regardless how crappy the story is. But that's left to be seen. You never know. Maybe the War of the Supermen will end good.
Let's just hope so.
Yeah. Now on to another comic that I'm surprised about. Red Robin number 8. I know I said this was going to be the last part of Red Robin I was going to be collecting, but I must say I'm kind of interested in the next part. Red Robin is going back to Gotham because Ra's al Ghul is there, and he's threatening to take down Wayne Enterprise. So it kind of caught my eye. I think I'm going to continue on with this a little bit longer. If the beginning of the next story bores me as much as the middle of Red Robin's first story did, I'll just stop in the middle. But I'm intrigued to see what the next part is. So I'll be getting Red Robin. This story, Red Robin throws it down. He tells Ra's al Ghul, "I'm coming for you." He tells the other underground people that he's coming after them. It's like basically he's throwing down. He's going to end all crime. How many people have said that before? Ra's al Ghul did say something about Tim Drake that kind of caught my eye. He said he's not like Bruce Wayne. He's not like Dick Grayson. And he's not like Damian, who is the current Robin, also Bruce Wayne's son. He's his own person. He's different. Which kind of makes me wonder, what does Tim Drake have inside of him that none of the other characters, Batman and Robin alike, have? What does he have? And it intrigues me. And I have the extra money. I'll stick with Red Robin for a little bit, and I'll see what Ross was talking about. Where they're going as far as the writing goes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hold on to the Red Robin series a little bit longer. It's a really good comic. If you guys have been following this from issue 1, this is the end of the first story arc. I'd pick it up if you've been collecting right along. Red Robin is a very interesting side title to a mainstream comic book.
I would get that. I love Red Robin.